Alright guys, let's go straight into it. First of all, talking about Bitcoin, talking about some very interesting indicator I've seen. We're gonna mention Michael Saylor, but then also talk about Trump, because there was a meeting which he had just 2 hours ago where he discussed on what will happen with Iran. Very interesting. So let's start with Bitcoin. First of all, looking at Bitcoin here on a daily, we can see that we're obviously in a bearish flag pattern. We are following the same pattern we did last time, which is a bear flag. We go down, then we form the flag, and we then break down again. And the same thing is happening right now. We're forming a flag, and we're gonna most likely break down to the region where I think we're gonna find a bottom at around $50,000 per Bitcoin. Now, why do I think this? I mentioned this in every single video so far. It is because we are following the same pattern as last time. Look at the last cycle here. Double top, then we went down, we made the first bear flag pattern, which we have also here. Then we went down further, made a second kind of consolidation, and then same thing here, before we then eventually went down, consolidated a few more months, and then eventually found a bottom for Bitcoin. Now, looking at Bitcoin right now, there's two options here. If we look at the flag that we have, there's two ways we can draw this. Let me make this a bit bigger. Either we draw it like this, right? This is a conventional bear flag pattern. These two lines are symmetrical. That is a bit more bullish. It means, okay, we could be bouncing from here, but it does not look like we're going up. We're just basically trading sideways. Yes, today it went up a bit, but given the news with Iran and the US, I don't think, especially tomorrow, I will talk about this, the deadline we have does not look good. We can draw it this way. Look, this is more similar to what we had before, where the bottom kind of goes up and we are kind of getting rejected now from the bottom side. We're finding resistance, which will most likely, it's obviously more bearish, eventually lead us to go down, which I think will happen. So we're gonna keep it this way, especially, and let's talk about Trump now. What's happening with Trump? So Trump has said, and look at this, I'm gonna read it, it's crazy what he said. Tuesday will be power plant day and bridge day, all wrapped up in one, Iran. There will be nothing like it. Open the F straight, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah, President Donald J. Trump. I mean, I find it funny what he says. Obviously, it's not funny when it comes to war, but that the president says these things, that's crazy. Nevertheless, what's happening is that basically tomorrow, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern time, which is literally tomorrow, Trump has given a deadline to Iran to open the Strait of Hormuz, which we know has caused oil prices to tremendously go up. So tomorrow 8 p.m. Eastern time is the deadline. If they do not open the strait, which will cause oil prices to continue going up, they're now at over $115 per barrel, the US will cause a lot of damage and attack, which is not good for the region at all, obviously. And we don't know what will happen. I mean, I'm living in Dubai. I don't know what will happen here. If there's a war, that's not good for real estate. It's not good for anything. Now let's listen to quickly what Trump has said today in the meeting. Let me up the volume a bit.
The entire country can be taken out in one night, and that night might be tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So basically threats from him. Going back to Bitcoin, what I'm trying to say is that tomorrow is a crucial day. Stay away from trading, and we don't know what will happen, obviously. That's why stay away from trading. And that could be why this could be the top and we get rejected. We go further down and follow last year's cycle. Now, let's quickly go into what I found here. Look, Bitcoin has an interesting development. It is approaching the monthly 50 monthly simple moving average line, which is the red line here, which historically, whenever we come close to it, we then find a bottom around that line. Doesn't mean we get immediately a bounce from there and go higher. It means that we are in the bottom zone, we are consolidating for a few months, and then we go higher. So that plays along with our theory that we are gonna consolidate and find a bottom in September, October of this year, right? I said that we're gonna go down, and usually I'm gonna talk about this now in the end of the video, that we go down for 364 days for 12 months. So for one full year we go normally down. That's always the Bitcoin cycle, and then we find a bottom after 1 year. And that's what I think will happen now. We have a few more months left of downward price movement before you consolidate and then go up. Now, Mike Saylor, also a thing I want to mention, he has said that Bitcoin has won. Global consensus is that Bitcoin is digital capital. But listen to this. The 4-year cycle is dead. Price is now driven by capital flows. Bank and digital credit will determine Bitcoin's growth trajectory. So he's saying that the 4-year cycles are dead and that now Bitcoin is acting like a regular asset and that demand and supply are demanding the price and capital flows are creating the price, right? Like any other currency, any other asset. So I don't think so. And I will now prove to you why. Now look at this. Bitcoin, there's 3 interesting facts here. First of all, every single time, I think 3 out of 4 times, I'm going to show you now. And this is what I've prepared for you guys. And I hope you appreciate that. And I also find it very interesting. So I don't even mind creating these graphs because I love analyzing this. So look, we have the Bitcoin price here. And these lines, these dashed lines are the halving events, which we know are every 4 years. The Bitcoin halving event occurs, which means that the miners who mine Bitcoin and bring new Bitcoin in circulation, they get half the amount of Bitcoin for each block they mine, meaning supply is cut in half. And if supply is less, we know basic economics, supply is less, then demand stays the same. This means that price will go up. So looking here at the last 3 cycles, we have marked the bottom of the price to the top every single time. And we can see it's every single time 1064 days. Look at this number, 1064 days. The next cycle also bottom to top, 1064 days. And the last cycle, bottom, we know it was around about, the bottom was 13,000 to the top, which lasts in October, it was 126,000, 1064 days every single time. So we are still in the cycles. Michael Saylor is wrong. Now look at this, from the top to the bottom. It's always 364 days. So pretty much 1 year, top to bottom. The cycle before that, this was 2022, 364 days. And now this cycle, if we follow the same pattern, which I think we're going to, because this is going to be the 3rd time we're going to follow it, it's going to be 364 days, means we're going to find a bottom in September, end of September, beginning of October of this year. And that's why I think we are continuing to go down. We are going to find a bottom at this 50 SMA, monthly simple moving average, consolidate maybe a bit sideways. And if you want me to draw it out for you, it's most likely, look, I said we're going to break down from here. One more breakdown, sideways a bit, go sideways, and then find a bottom here. But does not mean we go up immediately. No. So we go down, we go sideways probably, and then we go slowly up. That's usually what happens. With that being said, hope you guys liked the video. See you next time. Buy some Bitcoin now as we go down and make good money. See you, bye.